Ablaze, they're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, spinning away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Foles. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Foles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Foles. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now back to throw. Ertz over the middle. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out, that play's over.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 55 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. First down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out, well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw here. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl. You're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Now Ryan on second down. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 27 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And now running right through him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Dark. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
On second down, Ryan. This complete to Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 60 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Can't go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
And he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Aguilar has it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Here's Foles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Foles. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Foles. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. off. It's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Dances by him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On third down, Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get